Welcome back, everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Cupid Parasite. In the last episode, we are still on the common route. We got to see the boys in action, I guess. They are as terrible as their namesake. But yeah, anyway. We gotta see if we can fix them and their quirks to try to get them more in demand, more marriageable, because as of right now, they just infuriate all women. Alright, anyway, we're on the next chapter. No pain, no gain. Good morning! Hey, breakfast is ready! Clarice! I walked into the living room to find my roommate Clarice there. I guess she really did stay out all night. The welcoming fragrance of fresh coffee and hot toast wafted through the air. Oh, you're home! I wasn't sure if you'd be back yet. Last night's date was an absolute dud, so I came home early. Clarice casually shrugged her shoulders and quickly set the salad and toast on the table. Come on, let's eat! The news anchor, it's 7 o'clock! Here's today's funny news topics! As usual, Clarice and I watched the morning news on TV while we dug into our breakfast. The meal included cafe au lait, toast, salad, and a refreshing smoothie for each of us. How balanced. You got veggies and fruit and very, very healthy and light. As I was eating, I casually glanced at Clarice. Today's funny news is always pretty tame stuff. Then again, it's a local morning news show. Clarice should be pretty exhausted right now, but she looks like she just woke up. Just as upbeat and beautiful as always. I'm almost certain that the girl Gil was in love with was Clarice. No, you're wrong. Totally wrong. If so, Gil's gonna have a lot of trouble going forward. Clarice never fell for guys. In fact, she was known as the Stonewall. Clarice must be why Gil became the lovelorn parasite. I've got to give him my full support and help him find love. Or at the very least, help him mend his broken heart. Up next, the latest news on marriage hunting market. Here's a video. Hey look, it's about Cupid Corp! Huh? Hearing Clarice mention that, I looked up at the TV. She was right, it was a shot of the Cupid Corp building. Hey there, this is the most popular marriage agency in all of Los York. The hotspot for love, the Cupid Corporation. Oops, I just mashed through a bit of dialogue. I'm not sure. Does it have? Okay, there is a. Oh no. Okay. I was like, is there a way to go to the logs? But no, I didn't skip anything. I don't think, actually. Wait. Yeah, okay. The Cupid Corporation was founded 15 years ago and has over 170,000 members. Thanks to them, many of Los York City's couples has found happiness. However, there's plenty of buzz about declining marriage rates these days as well. Plus, there's a newcomer to the marriage game up in Los York. Can't help but wonder what the Los York marriage market will be like. In fact, let's chat with one member now. Excuse me, do you have a second? Huh? Me? I'm a reporter for today's funny news, and I'd like to get your opinion on Cupid Corp. Oh, well, their service isn't bad, but like, it's kind of a problem how many weird members they've got. Can you elaborate on that? So here's the thing. Just the other day I got introduced to this guy who kept his eyes closed the entire time. I'm paying good money to be a member, you know. You'd think that they'd have some better choices, right? You make a good point. By the by, did you know that there's a new marriage agency here in our beloved Los York? Oh yeah! What was it called again? That's a weird name. Anyway, they got a free trial I was thinking of trying out. I see! Well, thank you for your time. You heard it here first, folks. Cupid Corp's members are missing their shot at love. That's slander. You can't just tear us down based on the actions of 5 people. They always just report the bad news, don't they? Wait, what's this about a new marriage agency? I didn't know about that. I can't remember their name, but I think they purposely set up shop on 7th Avenue right near us. Oh, jeez. Look at the time. I'm gonna be late. Oh, heading in early today? Yep, sorry, Clarice. Gotta go. Mind cleaning up for me? Sure, see you later. The next topic is about the young president of Cupid Corporation, Mr. Shelby Snail. He's famous for being a great husband, but a little bird told me that he's not married. Oh, is that the rumor? I suppose he doesn't necessarily act like a married man. No, they're catching on to him. What's it? Mysterious Man A. Gee, I wonder who it is. I wonder who the silhouette could be. I don't want to use a voice modulator for this. I don't know, like, I have any good ones. Like a witness protection one. I don't think that will sound nice. I'll just pretend they're anonymous. Mwahaha! Did you see the new servant? Yes, that's the final nail in Cupid Corp's coffin. At this rate, we'll stow away their entire membership and crush them under our heel. Yeah. Someone tried to sabotage us. Phew! I made it! I got to my desk and let out a deep sigh. I got here at 8:30 on the dot, just in time. Clarice's hours and systems development are different than mine. We almost never get to eat breakfast together. Advisors work in shifts to accommodate the schedules of Los Yorkers. Since everyone's so busy, we tend to work from 9 AM to 11 at night. But ever since I got stuck on Parasite 5 duty, I've been getting better hours for my shifts. While it's not that tiring for me, I appreciate the consideration. To begin the day, I reopened the message from yesterday. Oh, right, the texts. I didn't even bother reading Gil's. I was just like, that's way too long. He wrote an essay. Never mind, I'm too tired. Going through all the mistakes in his message is gonna take forever. Still, I fought the desire to just run away and stood strong. I got down to business and started proofreading. Alright, and sent! A few hours later, I somehow managed to reply to all of the messages. Couldn't do it on my phone though. I had to switch to my computer to do email everyone. All the messages had loads of issues, so it took longer than usual to reply. But everything turned out okay, all things considered. Thankfully, the theories on love I learned in college and from media helped me make the text a bit more woman-friendly. Since everyone's free tomorrow, I pencil in meetings with all of them. I hope it'll be okay. To be honest, conversations and lectures aren't going to change their mindsets. Well, if they do find a woman that sparks their interest, I can at least give them some advice to keep those sparks flying. Still, no matter how many members I show them, they're not interested. They won't even tell me what they're looking for. Hence why I can't introduce anyone to them. I have to look out for the female members of Cupid Corp too. I just can't give them a dead-end relationship. If I mess up, I'll just give the news one more bad soundbite. Then our members might really leave us for another agency. But we've never dealt with members like this in the past. What a tough situation to resolve. If someone lacked confidence, I could suggest that they focus on their strengths and build some self-esteem. And for someone who's a bit prideful, guiding them towards better behavior in regards to marriage is key. But this is a different situation entirely. None of them want to get married. Honestly, I don't even know why they're members. I pondered putting them through some marriage boot camp training. While I was considering that, my work phone rang. Hello, Miss Mir speaking. Receptionist. Oh, perfect. I got a new member on my hands, but none of the other advisors are free. I know you've got your hands full with the Parasite 5, but can you handle one more? Sure, that should be fine. Excellent! Thank you so much! I'll have them wait in the meeting room. I hung up the phone and prepared the necessary documents before getting up. It's been a while since I've handled someone who's not part of the Parasite 5. Even my fellow advisors are worried about me. The Parasite 5 really are legendary around here. Even people from other departments have started sharing their concerns. I've become something of a legend myself, I guess. Couldn't help but wonder what this new member might be like. While walking down the hall, I tried to imagine. Another crazy dude we have to deal with. As I entered the meeting room, I saw a woman staring nervously at the floor. Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Lynette Mir. I'm a bridal advisor here. I flashed her a smile and held out my business card. She accepted it with trembling hands and looked down again. No, she's Melanie Tatchell. Nice to meet you. My name is Melanie Tatchell. Well, Melanie, thank you so much for coming in today. Before moving on, I gave her a chance to look up at me. Instead, she just glanced around the rest of the room. You must be really nervous. This is probably your first time using a marriage agency. Well, it's the bridal advisor's job to help our members relax. You know, our company offers a wide variety of services. Would you mind if I provide some explanation and a bit of guidance? That would be nice. She gave a small nod, so with pamphlet in hand, I began describing the different services we had to offer. Melanie hung on my every word and began nodding along enthusiastically. Wow, it's been a while since I've had someone actually listen to what I was saying. I'd almost forgotten how nice it is. You're like, yay, a normal person. I wish the Parasite 5 were this cooperative. Well, I believe that just about covers everything, so now I'd like to ask about you. Melanie blinked in confusion. Me? Yes. To begin with, are there any must-haves or absolute deal-breakers when it comes to a potential partner? I'm not in a position to make those kinds of demands. Nobody would ever choose me anyway. Why wouldn't they choose her? She lacks confidence. Please excuse me for asking, but have you done anything like this before? Searching for a husband, I mean. Well, I did go to a few parties like that in college, but I never had the courage to talk to anyone. All my friends ended up getting married, or at least got boyfriends. But I don't know how to talk to men, so I got left behind. Could someone like me ever even get married? Absolutely you can! That's my job as a bridal advisor, to help you find your perfect husband. I gave her a warm smile, intended to help ease her worries. I could tell we'd need to work on her low self-esteem. She couldn't seem to keep from talking negatively about herself. She's completely incapable of seeing anything good in herself. During college, I learned that you need praise and approval from others if you want to improve your self-esteem. As her advisor, I can give her the praise she needs, but she could just reject that and fall further into a downward spiral. In which case, it would be better to build up her confidence by encouraging some self-improvement first. Let's see. It's probably better to start her off with a bit of light texting rather than going right to a matchmaking party. Cupid Corp utilizes a number of matchmaking tools. Matchmaking parties, Los New York food tours, and one-on-one meetings are some of our more successful methods. We also have a number of cafes, restaurants, and bars reserved specifically for our members, so they can feel more relaxed. Jeez, like how many branches do you have? For our more introverted members, we recommend that they start with texting or even writing letters to initiate contact. We like to divide up our members according to what methods we think fit them best. The messaging track is our go-to for shy folks. Messaging lets them avoid the stress of an in-person meeting, so it's great for people like Melanie who struggle with confidence. Okay, Melanie, can I tell you what I've got in mind for you? I started describing my recommended plan in detail and turned to the appropriate page in the pamphlet. Slowly, Melanie began to open up more about herself and what she was looking for in a partner. I couldn't remember the last time a member had talked with me so honestly. It was really quite touching. Well, let me thank you again for trusting our company with this. The pleasure is all mine. If there's anything else I can help you with, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Oh, okay. Well, I better get going for now. Of course, if you have time, feel free to visit the cafe in our company annex. Cafe? Yes, we have a cafe that's for members only. Most people just use it to relax and take a break. Oh, really? Well, I wouldn't mind getting a cup of coffee. Maybe I'll check it out. I think that's a great idea. Would you like me to show you the way? I opened the door to leave with Melanie when... Owen, what are you doing here? I found Owen standing directly in front of us. Apparently he was just about to knock on the door. Oh, hello there. Do you need something? Yes, well, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm very sorry. No, it's okay. As soon as she saw him, Melanie quickly ducked behind me. Don't worry about me. I was just leaving. Actually, I was about to take you to the company cafe. I see. If you don't mind, how about I take her instead? Oh, you womanizer. Huh? You're needed in the lobby, Miss Mia. The manager of our ad agency is here. Apparently it's an emergency. Our ad agency? Okay, so he's not macking on a woman. He's just like, alright, Lynette, need you over here. Tried to imagine what the problem might be, but couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. But there's also Melanie to consider. I tried to gauge her reaction, and she gave her head a quick shake. I'll be fine. Please go ahead. But... really, it's okay. Well, if you're sure, then if you'll excuse me. I gave her a final nod before leaving the meeting room. I quickly made my way to the lobby. Oh. This is not a creepy elevator. I just like seeing the door. This like reminds me of some like Resident Evil door. As I got out of the elevator, I saw a nervous-looking man standing there. He was alone in the lobby. That must be the agency manager. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you from the advertising agency? Ad agency employee. I am indeed. And would you be the company's top bridal advisor who got her latest assignment from the president himself? That's right, I'm Lynette Mirror. Ah, great, you'll do just fine. Huh? Do what just fine? We have a huge emergency. I need you to come with me. What the? Without explanation, the manager quickly led me away, being kidnapped. He gave me a jacket and a pair of glasses, and apparently as a disguise, and then, wait, what? What is this? This is not business. The Happy Forest Cafe. We soon arrive at a cafe near the office. It was a regular destination of mine. Listen, Mr. Snail and I have a business lunch scheduled for today. Please just play along. A business lunch with the president? But what am I doing here? I've got a plan to boost Cupid Corp's reputation. You must have seen the news this morning, right? Just follow my lead. I did see the news, but what's that got to do with me? I didn't have the first clue what this was about, but the manager just kept pushing me along. The president looked quite surprised to see me. Obviously, he didn't know I would be. Oh, he's here too? What on earth are you doing here? I just thought it'd be a nice surprise. Anyway, let's have lunch. I had no choice but to sit next to Mr. Snail. Getting a headache. The ad manager sat diagonally across from me, a look of desperation plastered on his face. So he wants me to help improve our image somehow, but why did I have to wear a disguise? This is the Cupid Corporation's top bridal advisor. Please, go ahead and introduce yourself. Well, my name is Lynette Mirror, and it's true that I'm the top bridal advisor at Cupid Corp. It's very nice to meet you. Oh, it's a TV producer. It's like different person. The pleasure's all mine. I'm a producer at Los York TV. There's too many random characters. Wow, really? So you must work on shows like News 1, no, News 1 to 10, and Today's Funny News, right? Oh, so you heard of us, right? That's great. I think everyone who lives in Los York has heard of you. I had no idea what's going on, but I figure I may as well just smile and go with it. I've been thrown into a meeting between my company president and a TV producer without any warning. Oh, hey. a CG image. I like how that's her disguise. Like, nope, don't know who that is. Not Lynette. Ah, yes, that's a very interesting point. Apparently, Mr. Snail had said something to catch the producer's attention. Got the impression that they were trying to put together some kind of TV show to boost Cupid Corp's image. The news report that morning had focused on declining marriage rates, along with some of the more unusual members. I guess that's why the president himself had agreed to meet with the media and was trying so hard to impress this producer. I had no idea Mr. Snail got involved in things like this. I always figured that the ad agency took care of all that. Of course, I've always known that he had founded Cupid Corp when he was a student and worked hard to get it where it was today. I'm sure he can do pretty much whatever he puts his mind to. In which case, I should do whatever I can to help make this a success too. After all, our members' potential for success is directly tied to the company's reputation. If I can do my part now, it should lead directly to more connections between humans. So your stance is that using your company's Cupid system will always turn out well for your members? Exactly. But surely it can't be that simple, using a machine to match people together. How can that be better than direct human interaction? The people who manage the system are very good at their jobs. That's right. There's really nothing to worry about. We integrate even the tiniest details to reflect trends and culture as well. And since we design the system and maintain it internally, we can always refine it at a moment's notice. Social media trends, new online slang, the smallest thing can be fed into it so that we can find the perfect match for each member. Wow! Even social media trends? So then, what do you need the bridal advisors for? The producer looked directly at me and gave me a smile that had a bit of edge to it. But frankly, I get this kind of question all the time. Some members try to use it as an excuse to get a membership discount. Ultimately, we have no way of knowing exactly what people are thinking, so we need people on site to make minor adjustments. What kind of minor adjustments? I don't know, voice. I feel like I keep changing the TV producer's voice. Well, for example, some people try to pretend that there's someone they're not, and some just flat out lie. That is unfortunately true. In those cases, they have hidden motivations, preferences, or tastes that we can't uncover unless we talk with them personally. We observe how their eyes move during a conversation, when they take sips of water, all the tiniest moment-to-moment details. They sound like the police, like some sort of investigator. Like, we'll get them, we'll catch them in the lie. People have unconscious habits that a machine just can't pick up on. We're there to support and supplement the Cupid system. We calculate the most compatible partner, then we take our personal experience and knowledge to provide additional advice. Interesting. But isn't this just all a whole lot of work? It can be, sure. But our goal is to help as many people as possible come to know the pure joy of married life. Of course, we don't just push them to get married. That just leads to short marriages. More people than ever are getting divorced. Our objective is to provide the sort of matchmaking that can nurture a long and happy post-marriage life. No. I see. This is all pretty impressive, I admit. I hadn't really thought of it that way. I guess that's why you're the experts. I'm just glad you took the time to hear us out. I'm sure Mr. Snail here must be quite happy to have such talented employees. I couldn't do it without them. Having passionate employees like her influence everyone around them, improving our service. Huh? I had no idea the president saw me that way, and I couldn't hide my surprise, which slowly turned into a satisfied smile. I never would have guessed that's how Mr. Snail felt. Oh, speaking of married life, Cupid Corp has a wedding chapel right on site. Is that correct? I'd love to hear more about that. The president thoughtfully answered each of the producer's questions. Here and there, I added details based on the prevailing opinions of people in the field. The meeting seemed to be going smoothly. One hour later, jeez, we finished eating and the lunch finally came to an end. Well, I'd say you answered all my questions. I didn't expect this whole enterprise to be so entertaining. The producer seemed to have relaxed quite a bit. He stuck out his hand and Mr. Snail gave it a firm shake. I certainly enjoyed myself as well. Yes, it was an honor getting to speak with you. Well, I hope we get to do it again sometime. The producer gave us one final wave and slipped into the busy city crowd. After a moment, the ad agency manager suddenly appeared in front of us. Hi, dude. Thank you so much. It looked like the lunch went very well. Were you just like waiting in the corner? Like, where were you? Mr. Duff, what exactly were you this entire time? I had other matters to attend to, but don't worry, I heard what I needed to. Oh, Anthony, question mark? Oh, and thanks to you too. Here's my card. Don't be surprised if I call on you for help again. He shoved his business card at me. It said Anthony Duff, manager of the world-famous Omnicom advertising group. And of course, we'll do everything we can to boost your company's image. Well, goodbye for now. Bye. Mr. Duff quickly departed, leaving me alone with Mr. Snail, feeling somewhat confused about everything that just happened. I wonder why Mr. Snail was so formal with him. And also, a campaign to help boost our image. Interesting. So that lunch was to try and sell that producer on some kind of TV show. But why did I have to be involved? Normally, that would be a discussion for the agency manager and the company president to have by themselves. Lynette. I looked up at the president when he spoke my name. He looked back with a calm and gentle expression. Thank you for your help today. I know he dragged you out here without warning, and during business hours, no less. Mr. Snail expressed his thanks so earnestly I couldn't help but smile. Alright, we gotta spurn him. It's all part of the job, right? We're not going after you, Shelby. It was nothing. As far as I'm concerned, it's all part of the job. Please don't give it a second thought. I see. I'm glad to hear you say that. But I did notice that your outfit doesn't seem like your normal style. What's going on there? Mr. Duff made me wear it. I guess I'll have to give it back to him later. Just some glasses and a coat. He made you wear it? But why? I have no idea. Maybe he thought I should be dressed up more professionally, since it was a business lunch and all. Interesting. In any case, sorry for all the trouble. He was a year above me in college, and he always has been a little pushy. After that news report this morning, he wanted to have a meeting as soon as possible. Oh, that's right! That was a pretty strange report they did on today's funny news. Anthony's a good manager, and he's done good work for us, but he tends to believe that the ends justify the means. I never would have guessed he'd drag you into the meeting, but it wouldn't have gone nearly as well without you, so thank you. I was surprised at the gentle smile he flashed at me. I couldn't remember him ever smiling like that before. It made me realize that normally when he smiled, it was pretty much just for PR purposes. I think this might be the only time I've ever seen him smile outside of things like magazine spreads. He looks so much younger when he smiles. It's easy to forget that he's only 32 years old. 32 and a company president, wow. He always seems so calm and collected, but I'm realizing that maybe he's been struggling all on his own this whole time. Oh, I just got a rather important email. I better get back to the office. Thank you again for everything today. I'm still counting on you to do your best with the Parasite 5. He glanced at his watch as he hurried out of the cafe. The president really never gets to take a break, I guess. I should head back too. I need to get ready for the meeting tomorrow. I have a meeting with the Parasite 5 tomorrow. I'm hoping I can find a few possible matches for them before then. I took off the jacket and the glasses and headed back to the office. I stepped through the automatic doors as I passed reception. A woman I never met suddenly materialized in front of me. What? Who dis? What? Who dis? You have a... Are you important? Every time I see someone have like an actual portrait, I think they're important. Cause like the TV producer didn't have a portrait. Anthony didn't have a portrait. Hello. Well-stacked lady, Oh my, aren't you just the most adorable little advisor? I choose her. Huh? Ma'am, please just wait a moment. Our system will choose the best advisor for you, so... My word, must I endure such tasks and formalities? I like her, and I simply refuse to speak with anyone else. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid her schedule is completely full at the moment. Ah, so she's as popular as she is charming. How wonderful. I suppose that's true, but please, if you'll just come this way, we can... Okay, my name is Catherine Spade. I'm a professional domestic worker. What does that mean? I'm quite popular with the men, so I don't need any help there. I just happen to have a bit of free time. Oh, please just fill out this sheet with all the required information. It's okay, Miss Mirror. I'll take care of this. Okay. Thanks. Well, if you'll excuse me. See you again soon, my lovely little Cupid. Catherine happily waved her handkerchief at me. Wait. What an odd woman. But to be honest, she looks kind of familiar. That's not Minerva in disguise, is it? As I try to recall where I might have seen her before, I quickly turn around and nearly ran into yet another new member. Ah! Oh! Melanie. Melanie? Sorry. I was hoping to talk to you, but I didn't want to interrupt. Ah! Were you listening that whole time? Yes. That woman seemed really amazing. So beautiful. So confident. Melanie was staring at Catherine with big puppy dog eyes. She's the type of person who's sure to have a perfect marriage. I can never hope for something like that. And there she goes again with that intense self-deprecation. Melanie's not unattractive. She could just use a confidence boost and maybe some fashion tips and she'd be a total cutie. Guiding the lost lambs back to the flock is the job of any good goddess, or bridal advisor. I need to find someone compatible for her, but in her case, it's also my duty to plant the seeds of confidence to blossom into love. Together, I'm sure we can do this. I'm gonna do everything I can to help you. By the way, what did you think of the cafe? Oh, the coffee was delicious and someone did try to start a conversation with me, but I'm afraid I didn't handle it very well. Owen was very nice, though. He told me all about the company and... Melanie looked down bashfully. I smiled at her, trying to get her to feel at ease. I led her to one of the lobby couches. I let her tell me all about her time at the cafe. Apparently Owen showed her all around the rest of the company as well. Wait, Owen hung out with her the whole time? I gave her some advice about conversation icebreakers and made sure she was smiling again before we said our goodbyes. When she was gone, I started brainstorming a possible matchmaking process to help improve her odds of success. After work, I was walking home alone as usual. Whew, what a day. I'd replied to all the Parasite 5 messages, consulted with Melanie, and had a surprise business lunch with Mr. Snail. Not to mention finalizing the meet with Parasite 5 tomorrow. We haven't seen him in a while. Other than Mr. Snail. I really hope everything goes smoothly. Making my way home, I kept thinking about what type of woman might make a good wife for each of them. Gil is super picky, so I need to show him as many candidates as possible to get a sense of what his preferences actually are. For Monsieur Essay, I need to keep messaging him and find out what marriage really means to him, and hopefully get him to come in. With Ryuki, I should focus on women who know all about beauty, but I don't want them to feel like they're competing with each other. As for Raoul, he doesn't really want to get married. He just wants to learn about love. I should find someone with similar interests. If they can just hit it off from there, that might be enough to develop into a proper relationship. Raoul did mention how he got slapped once though, so conversations about personal interests might get kind of risky. Maybe like do opposites, like maybe something, but then they won't be able to talk about anything. Even if they have similar interests, small misunderstandings like that can turn into a major blowout. Meanwhile, Alan's problem is... Alan. There really isn't a right member for him. I need him to adjust his preferences somehow. That goes for everyone, actually. They're not ready for relationships as is. They refuse to even listen to our lectures. I turn to social media in hopes of some new inspiration. Ever since the HQH incident, searching for hashtag Cupid on Instagram has become part of my daily routine. Let's see if anyone is talking about hashtag Cupid today. As usual, there's lots of posts. Even after that ad campaign ended, hashtag Cupid caught on and people still use it all the time. Feeling reinvigorated, I began scrolling through the posts. All of a sudden, a certain article caught my eye. The article's title was, Cupid Corp Prez wife finally caught on film. Wonder what she's like. It was from some crummy tabloid, but I still couldn't contain my curiosity. But then I clicked through the article. I nearly dropped my phone. What the heck? The photo in the article showed the president at the Happy Forest Cafe. In other words, it was from our lunch today. There's also a shot from someone from behind. The woman they claimed was his wife was actually me. Uh-oh. Not a lot of people have pink hair. Alright, next chapter. It just ends like that. A share house comes on suddenly. What's this gonna be about? Okay. 42 minutes. I want to keep going, but I'm a little exhausted. Because I had work earlier. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it short. Even though 40 minutes technically isn't short. Let's see over here. Need lots of bricks. We gotta drink lots of water. Alright, so we took a little break from the dudes. Oh, it looks like some drama might be ensuing. Are we gonna be like mistaken for the president's wife now? Is that gonna be some sort of drama? Who knows? Anyway, gonna end things off here. I hope you guys are having a fun time with this, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.